Good evening. It is 10:17 p.m. on the 24th of July, 2016. It is 10:17. In 12 more hours, I'll be at the hospital for the 10:30 prep of my neck. ACDF. I think I'm saying it right. I'm replacing the discs. I don't even know where to begin. Maybe I should never have begun in the first place. It's kind of funny. It is funny. I spent all my young adult life sick and having kids. My kids were never ones you could tell what to do, you know. Everybody's being mean to them. It's out of my life. I guess I was a bad mother. It's okay. I'll go along with everything else that I'm good at. Or bad at. Shall I say? Okay. I was a bad mother. I was. I spent so much time trying to please the guy that I was married to at the time that those kids were overlooked. I was working all the time. The one that did the most damage, though, was the Reverend Perrin. He was mean. He screamed about everything. He judged his fellow friends. I'll never forget he had a friend named Michael Murphy. Murphy really screwed up. He was a minister, and he just happened like the ladies a whole lot. But yet the guy that I was married to liked to go to strip clubs a lot. I'm trying to think what the difference was. And no matter what anybody did, he thought that I was a prostitute. And if it would have said any different, he wouldn't have believed me anyway. He already had his pre-set mind on what I was, without ever asking. I was a trophy wife. He's way too old for me, but he got me out of Colorado. And I hated Colorado. I needed to get away from my family. There was no way I could stand it anymore. The accusations. My grandmother was taking my kids. Went on and on and on. The abuse from that side of the family is sickening. They thought I was okay. They thought whatever they did was okay. They still do. Amazing. They listen to religious channels or channel in some entity that might erase their own sins. And then they give them back to me. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate them. I'm just not terribly fond of them. You don't tell a kid that you're going to do everything possible to abort her before she was born. I was the kid that was supposed to be aborted. She wanted to abort me. Well, she didn't. She missed that mark. Nobody wanted me. She tried that too. Let's see. Oh, no. Her parents took me by default. That's right. We've gone through this before. Going through major surgery tomorrow. Am I carrying any anger? No, I'm just carrying truth. If there's a hell, I've been here. I've been in hell this whole time. If by the grace of God I'm released, I will thank God myself. Remember, I want a green funeral. No casket. They have them up by Portland, Oregon. There's a place. Allow me to have Shroud. I want buried by people who like me. Sincerely like me. People who sincerely love me. People who really, really, really liked every part of my being, whether it was good, bad, or indifferent. I don't want some woman who talks about me badly all the time and did before I finally told her off. I had this conversation with her a year or two before. It was right after my dad died, my grandfather. And I said, so if I told you off, you think you'd have it coming? She said, yeah. And I'd take it and I'd listen. I said, you would disown me. No. Guess. She's really bad. She has her chance and her little ding to make sure she's spiritually in tune. She's not spiritually in tune to shit. She just doesn't want to know exactly where she's at. Everybody has their own myth about themselves. I've had one about myself for years. I'm a hopeless romantic. I always thought I could be loved by somebody. So I went through 5 husbands. Oh shit. That's bad. Caused a fire. That's real bad. Oh boy. Bad, 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 bad. Oh, stay there. You're there. Anyway, so, you know, I'm anemic. I'm tired. And ouch. And if it's my time to go, then it's my time to go. God did not promise forever on earth. Because if he had been, he never would have given mercy for heaven. Because hell is earth. You have wars over everything. The atheists say it's over religion, and religion say it's because of people like atheists. And to be honest with you, I'm going to say, because I'm in the middle, I'm going to say it's because of them. It's not because of a belief or anything else. It's just because of them. They're hateful. They have to war. If they didn't war, they would be bored. If there's no blood on their hands, they would have nothing to wash with. My God just doesn't fly that way. He's there to watch. And sometimes he might put in a little guidance. But we have free choice. And free choice means that you are capable of ruining a person's life. Of many. I ruined my own. I learned it well. I had 4 women, adult women, that I learned it from. Counting the aunts on my grandmother's side, now there are 5 or 6. And I'm surprised I have not gotten married 12 times. I always think I've got to get married because, you know, I don't want that sin thing. The thing, though, that got me the most was when I walked out that door at 14. The next thing that got me the most is when I left for Seattle. And then the last thing, my grandfather's funeral. The last of the people who raised me. The breakdown's over now. It's being put to sleep. Tomorrow, I'm being put to sleep. I hope, I pray that I just don't wake up. Yeah, they're doing serious surgery on me, but I'm sick of serious surgery. I had plans. Golfing, hiking, camping, going to Hawaii, going to Japan, going to Cuba, going all through Europe. I want to go to France. Yeah. I want to go to France, and I wanted to have the time of my life. Eating pastries till I pop. Life has gotten a little misconstrued. And no, I'm not stoned. Can't be stoned. It's a little bit in my blood. I'm just very deeply tired. And very deeply anemic. I'm tired. There is nobody. There's nobody. I will die among strangers. And perhaps that's the better thing to do. Because this is the way it is, you know. Not everybody back in the old days got to even see their family for 30 years and say goodbye, and they were dying. Nobody came. They got buried by their friends. It was a small funeral, and that was it. Yeah, that's it. I just wanted love. That's all I ever wanted. And you know what was funny is that I have preconceived ideas of what love is, and not just like anybody else. And you know, the people that I kind of wanted to be friends with, I realized I didn't really want to be friends with them because I considered them to be really obnoxiously empty. God problems. Godheads. I found that this minority of hippies were good, and the other ones over here who had inflated, doesn't matter, egos run amongst us in bounds. It's like, you know, dude, you're 50-some years old and you still need to be bowed down to, you know. The Reverend Perrin was that way. He thought he was charismatic enough. He wasn't. You know, Michael Murphy was charismatic. So, basically, my third marriage, who I put all my life and love into, was cast aside because things didn't feel spiritually correct for him. I hope there's no reincarnation for him, because I'd hate to have any world with him in it, ever, anywhere. He needs to be put in a cage in purgatory and fed chips every now and then and have his football game going. That's what he cared about, after all. and strippers. Women were nothing but play toys. I know, I was a play toy for many years. If anybody knows toys, I know toys. This is my last video in case I die tomorrow. I'm having an ACDF. ACDF. They go into the neck and, well, you know. But you know, after all that, I hate him now more than I ever did. I didn't hate him until this last round when he accused me of something he had no business reading in the first place. It was like he was stalking me. I found out just a few months ago that that man there did our divorce, so then I went to find out that he would have to pay me alimony or maintenance because of my health. I did not know that. I did more research. I'm like, oh my God, that's what he was trying to hide from me. He hid from me pretty good. And the last time I saw him, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry what I did to you. I'll always love you. I never believed him. Why would I start? I mean, he truly had a fucked up, messy life. His mother and him were vipers. And he was mama's boy to 9/10. So I lost 3 of my kids. I hated him. He loaned money to the youngest one and he didn't pay it back. I think that was his only way of saying screw you. You know. First I was kind of upset about it, and then I thought about it. He got what he deserved. And his friend, Raven, the one who became a counselor via being appointed a minister by Mr. Reverend Perrin. What a con artist. She's gypsy in her. Seriously, she does. And she earned it, honestly. She really did. No good to the end. Can't believe her. Cannot believe her. She had a friend of mine, that's one of her clients. She didn't know it. And my friend was very confused by the woman anyway. I found out who it was. I'm going, you're kidding me. The woman used to be a doula. And then she decided to do this. And then she was a Wiccan. And then she was a witch. Then she was passing potions. And now she's just a fat cow who doesn't know exactly what she's doing or done. She fucked up. And to Gay and Eric out there, hi. I know you're listening. You would be anyway. You two had to break up by now. I saw Gay going to the ladies' side and Eric going to the ladies' side. Really messed up counselors. Gotta be careful who you get counseling with. I have one of the best psychiatrists. And even he says it's really fucked up. It was. And today, where am I? I'm in a big house. Got lots of kids here again. Got my daughter home. Got my grandsons. I care about them. My mother's much stronger than I am. There's no explanation to why it all happened. Nathan, I'm sorry. Dan was a dick. He beat you up. And I was scared of Dan. Scared of being homeless. Scared of everything. I look back at that now and I wish I would have taken a club to him. Wish I would have. So be it. If he's alive, he'll hear this. And he'll know. You did the damage. All the apologies in the world would never worked. As for my family, when Daddy was alive, my real dad, as always called, always. She got her time finally. She was free. She didn't have Dad over. Call Sean, call Sean. Now she could call herself free and go have fun. But there's a part of me too that wanted her here. She's my best friend. Life goes on. I'm gone. I'm just a memory. And not a very big one, but I have a memory. I'll hopefully not have to do this again. Because this life was very mean. Very mean and very selfish. I was honest. I saved animals. I don't like pet stores. I don't like parents who beat the kids. It's ridiculous. Spankings don't work. I hate people who are drunks. To my second husband. I loved you as the day was long. You never believed it. Even before I started to play around on those nights you didn't come home. Days. 3 days went by. It was 4 days you told me you got picked up by little green men. No, Dad. Hope she was worth it. Don't separate kids from their fathers, men. I mean, women, men, get a divorce, you live a block away from whoever. One or the other spouses, but you live close. So those kids can have a chance to go to any home they want to. And the child support, split it. In other words, there's no support except towards the kids, like it should be. This other shit is shit. Kids that are abused are a different story, man. You don't take them around the abusive parent. Actually, take them away from both parents. Child should not be fought over. And you know what? I don't want to live to see if Donald Trump gets in. I don't. Because if he gets in, there's going to be a civil war. And I know that. And everybody that's going, yay, Trump. Oh my God. We're gullible enough, but they're very gullible on this one. It's bad enough with Hillary. Trump added to the mix. It's made this the weirdest election year that I have known to date of my life. I think they should call the election off until we find decent people to run myself, but I don't know if that's ever been done. It'd be nice if it was done, though. I liked President Obama. Still do, and I will die liking him. I think he did a good job. I think he was screwed over by Congress and the Senate. Voting for any of those people make me sick. What about we put Michelle in place of Hillary? At least we know that we get honesty. That's my opinion. As for my God, He's strong. He is my trees. She is my clouds. My animals. The babies that are born or waiting to be born. They all matter. This abortion issue is ridiculous, but the day after pill should be given freely to young people to come in and say, I don't want to be knocked up. But abortion, I see incest, rape. Good Lord. Rape, incest, and the threat of life to mother or baby or both. But not the way they use it. It's not birth control. My life is short. If I'm dying for all the little ones in the grove. If I'm dying for my own sins. And when I die, I will be forgiven. And this I know. It's very easy. Very easy, very simple. Goodbye, Trudy. I don't know if I'll see you again. I might wake up. I don't know. Goodbye, Kate. Just in case. And this guy I had a really strong crush on in the 7th grade. Doug Roth. Wherever you are. Hi. That's all I had to say. Good night. And I love you.